Hello, Samantha. Brahim, how are you? How are you? How are you doing? Still setting up here. It should be. Okay. So I want today to do a few things. Just simple stuff that is usually overlooked, but can really improve your confidence. So yeah, let's do that. On this here, on this here. Alright, I want to start by making this switch animation. Let me just share a link with you guys if in case you guys want to try it out yourself. It's a simple on and off switch. Kind of satisfying to look at. And I want to see how fast I can make it. So, but you can also give me some suggestions on what to do in Discord. I'll be checking that. Okay, so I'm just going to select this side and have something like this. I'm from East Africa, Uganda. Nice. Let's do auto smooth. Give this a bevel. Yeah. And I should have the same. So this is going to be going up and down, up and down. Let me see. You could do a Boolean cut here, but I think I want to keep things simple, so I can just, I think if I round off these edges, I can get the same profile. So let me just extrude down. Your PC specs, I'm using an i9 with a 32 GB of RAM and a 3070, which is it 8 GB? Oh. Okay. I want the same profile. Just like that. I think I can also give this a bevel, a slight bevel. Kenzie, hello. I wanted to say thank you for your tutorials for product animation. You are a legend, mate. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's use the same aspect ratio, which is 1080 by 1920. Okay, I want the first look. Let me use an area light. We're going to use cycles, of course. Okay, the world should be 0. Okay, so the way this looks like, it looks like the light is above. About, yeah, something like that. This looks a bit reflective. Maybe I can scale this. I don't know if you can see the reflections right away in. Let me see. Let me use. Let me use 100. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is first cam? First cam. Yeah. Today there is no face cam. I'm just going to live stream without it today. Anyway, I want this. I want to capture this shadow, but I don't want this dark area here. So I guess I can just use 2 lights. This one is going to be a bit faint. This, maybe something like that. Okay, so we're going to use no voice. Voice. I had muted a second ago because I got a call. Anyway, let's see. Maybe let me have this on off. So here we need 2 materials. Let me call this purple. Okay, that's going to be this area here. I think this is about 50. Okay. I think we can add in a light inside here. Maybe a point light. But with translucence. Yeah, I think it makes this look even better. Yeah. And this could be a bit darker. And I think here I'm going to do an edge split. So using the edge split node, bring it above the bevel. Control E, mark. I think it's called sharp. Mark sharp. No, mark. Why is that? Make mark sharp. Yeah, and this is going to be by I need to use solidify. Yeah, so we have a nice edge going like that. Oh, you can hear the voice now. Which is the better software, Nuke or After Effects? Well, those are two completely different softwares that are used for different things. So depends on what you're using the software for. But After Effects is usually for simple stuff. And then I'm not going to use any texturing. I'm just going to use a simple text. Control P, keep transform. I'm just going to use an emission here. And maybe change the font. I want the same thing this side. So I'll clear rotation and just clear parent. And so this is going to be on. It's with a different material, with a darker material. So yeah, and I think we might want the light to be a bit angled to see the edges. I love Epic Renders. Thank you. The Intel Core i5 146K would pair well with either the NVIDIA GeForce RTX or both graphics cards are suitable with. I'm not sure. AJ Creations, is that a question or? I'm not sure if you're asking a question or. Anyway. Okay. I don't know what's inside here. Oh, okay. I need this on to be parented to this. And now I can rotate this. Now, I liked the internal detail that I was seeing with the. So I'm just going to add that in because I think it looked a bit better. So let me grab this, make a copy of this, and just use it to create internal structure like maybe wire circuits and what. So let me first come in here, insert, do something like that, and I can add in some detail, just simple structures, and we can see if it will be good for if it will add good detail, internal detail. Okay. Because I think because we have translucence, it feels like it should maybe something like that. So that's an on and off. You can add in the other stuff, but I wanted to just create a simple, and maybe this on off button can be something like that. And you can also have a simple animation. Let's see. I'll call this switch. You're going to move over to more complicated stuff if you want to learn that, because this I wanted us to start off simple today. Let me reduce. Let me put on some music, a bit of music here. Anyway, I wanted us to start off with something simple, and I think, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you could switch to a night scene like this, switch out the materials, make this more reflective. Maybe even add some sheen. But yeah, let's move on to something more complicated. Let me see. But let me first see. Can I add? I want this to shape to be the reflection. To act as the reflection, so I would have to use the light linking to only affect the switch but not the ground. So just bring in the ground and extrude it. So we have something like that. So this would be, maybe let's animate this to show, to get the same switch. Let me bring back increase maybe the power of this light. Do I need this detail? No. So these two can, let me animate the switch to switch off. So it starts on, okay, so it starts here, switches off here. And that means we also want the lights to switch off here, to change basically. So that means at frame 20, they're all full power, and then frame 21, they all turn off. Yeah, something like that. But I guess the camera should be. Am I doing this right? I want to see how you make that gradient. Which gradient? You mean the reflection? Now, okay, maybe let me talk about that a bit. So there are several ways if you want this, if this is the gradient you're talking about, or are you talking about this gradient here? I think that's a light gradient, which should be. Wait, let me see how is this. Oh, I think I'm viewing this from the wrong side. So this should be on this side. So you can see the gradient is basically just a light. This is just the light, and I think you also use some compositor effects. Let me see. And I think this is off. Yeah, so that is just lighting, pure lighting. So I have a translucent material on this mesh. This purple. Let me see. Yeah, this is translucent, and I have a light inside here that I could maybe make even more purple to get the same look maybe. So let's say 300. So you get that glow, but then if you wanted to make it more brighter, you have to use the compositor then. So I'll just turn that on, and I'm going to use the glare node, and just let me first separate this, get changes to bloom. I want just the highlight, and I want, you can reduce the threshold, that way you capture more of the gradient, and now you can increase the strength. Maybe let's do, are we even previewing the right? Yeah. It doesn't seem like the strength is, this is becoming any brighter, so I'm just going to make this more. Let me see. Let me just use RGB curves, or brightness and contrast, and just increase the brightness of this. Let me see. I want to make this really bright, and then add it over the glare. Yeah, so because I want this to be quite bright. Hey, let me do 20. And again, use another contrast. I see. Why do I feel like sometimes these nodes are not working? Or at least not working the way I expect them to work. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So we start with this, and then, yeah. Now I can use a mix color and just add the glare back and use add. Now it's much brighter. I can reduce that. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the next one. I saw some good renders today, and I thought I could try and replicate them on stream. Let's see. There's another one I wanted to try. Yeah, just see. You know what? Let me try this one here. Looks simple enough. Okay, I guess I need a character. Let me get one from Sketchfab. Hey, if I's curious. Let's see which guy. Let me try this. I really miss your environment modeling and texturing. Maybe this could be something related to that. Yeah, I'm going to use this character standing. Long time I saw you live. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live stream, but I'm trying to bring them back a bit. So we're going to use this model by Adhan Naputra. Let me just paste the link to the page if you, in case you want to follow along. So let me just get him here. Okay. Now let's pause him like in the render. So just Control P, Control P, keep transform, rotate this. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing? What have you been up to? Okay, let's use maybe a 30mm. Nice, 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 nice. Now let's start with a simple plane, and we can use some assets from Sketchfab again instead of making everything. Let's see, concrete. I should search for concrete slab. Let's see what I get. Okay. All right, let me just text this. So let me grab our concrete texture. Maybe grab something like this. Hey, can't see what I'm typing. Will you also create medical animation today, like physiology ones? No, not today. Today I wanted to just do something simple. And I don't think this is going to be a long stream. Okay, so I like that already. Let's go to cycles. Oh, we're already in cycles. And let's use some volumetrics. Oh yes, cool mysterious fog. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, these rings. It's always better to just create them in a collection. I'm just going to have this in a collection. So let me call this 1, and I'm just going to instance that collection instead of rotating. So this is, so I can make a few copies of this, and we want the source of light to be in here, so I'll just add a plane. Let me use a torus like them. We can change it a bit later. Doing well. I really want to learn new tips and tricks because we are now 4.4 new features fully loaded. Yeah, there's quite a lot of new features. When you're gonna do tutorials on environment design, full process like you do on in old days. Yeah, I'm just still getting back to live streaming, so maybe that's something I could do in future live streams, because this is getting calls. Excuse me a bit here. Let me get this. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so now we can build on this, add a bunch of new stuff. I'm just going to extrude, just select a bunch of vertices and start trying to make this look alien-like. And you can even duplicate this. And the magic is going to come out through the texturing. So let me just grab some panel textures. Texture. Sci-fi panel. Yeah, something like this. And use that in the material. So yeah, let's use object mapping. This can go in the base. And okay, let me grab the character. I want to add extra lighting, but I don't want it to add to the volume, so I'm just going to go, and I think it's under shading, no, visibility, and just remove this from volume scattering. Maybe let's try a different type of fog and see. Hello, what are you making? Today I'm just making some random stuff. Nothing special. Nothing that special. Let me get that. You can I see. Okay, so this also looks not too bad with Eevee, but I think it looks much better with Cycles. I'm not sure what else to add here. Maybe could add some larger rings. Maybe draw some curves, turn them into wires. And let me change this to surface. So these are just going to be wires. And see why you can see them. Okay, yeah. So let me just use, what is it? Geometry, depth, and just give them the same material. I'm going to keep things very, very simple. Give them the same concrete material that I have here. But you can let me know what you guys want to see. Maybe we could switch to that. Maybe we can switch to that and call this light. Maybe let's maybe give this some sort of animation. Push. The camera moving ahead. 193. And I'm just going to randomize the rotation of these. So we just go to the curve editor. C4 Cinema 4D inspired. Okay, I'll wait when you upload, but today tutorials are awesome. Thank you. Hey, so I want to add some random rotation to this, so that would be maybe random X. So random, that's noise. Let's do strength of 5. Let's switch to EV for a second here and see. Do I even need the noise? No, I don't think, I'm not feeling today's stream. I don't think we're going to be doing too much. And I think my choice of renders to do wasn't that great, except this here looked quite amazing, and it's not too difficult to do, except it takes a little bit of time to set up. But I don't feel like doing that right now, so maybe we'll try that in the next stream. But today, I'm just going to keep this one short. We'll be more prepared next time. I had a few options to do here, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for showing, and yeah, we'll try again next time. You love the lighting. Thank you. Anyway, that's it.